What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing an analysis on Bigetron Alpha versus Onic Esports. This is game number 2 of Mpl Indo Season 6. Alright, so this is a recent one. I'm not sure which week was it, but this is a recent one. They don't have the 5-man banning system implemented yet. They still have the 3-ban system. Alright, so it's not like Mpl PH where you have 10 bans total. This one only has 6 bans total. You might be asking, why am I doing Mpl Indo all of a sudden? Well, BTR actually tried doing the Diggie strategy, alright, but they failed, and we will analyze here why they failed, okay, and I will explain to you in a bit why they did. Okay, let's look over the bans first, which are really important. Let me not mess up the bans again, because last time I was like Mlbb should have picked Hilda, but Hilda was banned. Alright, I'm not gonna get it wrong this time. Okay, Farsa's banned, Roger's banned, and Hilda's banned. Right, so there is a draft condition when you're gonna do a Martyr Diggie strategy pick. Okay, first off, you don't want your enemies picking Hilda, because Hilda can stack with the, by killing Diggie. Second, the enemy should have a lot of CC so that Diggie ulti could actually counter that. So if you notice, ROPH, the 2 times that they used the Diggie, right, against Execration and against Mlbb, they were against Atlas, which is a complete counter to, Diggie is a complete counter to Atlas. That's one main reason why they had the draft condition to pick the Diggie Martyr strategy. Another draft condition is a support that could gank. Alright, that is very important, and I think that's what Bigetron is missing here. If you notice ROPH, when I analyzed it, Diggie was just chasing the core, knowing where the gank is gonna be, and then the support, which was Greed, he played Selena and Natalia, right? They both have ganking potential. Both those heroes have ganking potential. Natalia's invisible, you can silence, you can assassinate. Selena could go for a stun, you could, you have vision, help your offlanes out. That is a draft condition for the Martyr Diggie strategy. For Bigetron Alpha, they already have 2 offlaners with Khalid and Thamus. Now, Khalid is good against Uranus, but they picked the Thamus, which I'm not really sure why they did. Thamus got nerfed recently, right? He's not as strong as before, and that's why you don't see him as, as often as before. Like before, right? Thamus would get first pick even, or even banned sometimes. But now he's not that strong. I'm not saying he's weak, he's still strong, but it's not something that you want to show right away, I would say. Not really sure why they picked Chang'e, because Yu Zhang is already banned. Usually what people do is they pick Chang'e to counter the Yu Zhang offlane, okay? And they use Chang'e as offlane. Chang'e is also viable to be a support, but that is very dependable. I don't know why they picked Chang'e here. There's no reason to pick Chang'e. I don't know. Like, even against Uranus is so fast, and it's really easy to just dodge Chang'e's ulti with Uranus, to be honest with you. Just my own opinion, but tell me what you guys think about the Chang'e pick here. I'm not really a big fan of the Chang'e pick. The Thamus pick is okay, but their support could have been a lot better, right? Chang'e has no ganking potential at all compared to Selena and Natalia, and that's why this Diggie Martyr strategy did not work. Alright, and you'll see in the gameplay later, okay? And Chu's banned, Hayabusa's banned. So for that reason, Hayabusa and Roger's banned. The most popular cores right now that are being used is sometimes Yu Zhang gets core, but Yu Zhang is banned, right? Yi Xin is very popular right now. Lancelot is very popular right now. Roger is popular right now, and Hayabusa is very popular right now. So which other cores are you stuck with? You only have probably what? I can only think of Claude or Kari. But I think Claude would be better here if I am BTR, right? Claude would be better here. Now, Yi Xin is a very safe pick for Onic, which is super good, since he has a lot of survivability if you have Purify plus your first skill, right? You're not gonna have Retry, but that's fine, because you have Burst, and as long as your teammates give you vision and all that, help you with your buff, you're good to go. So let's look at the next pick for Onic Esports here. Alright, their next pick is gonna be a Kufra, and you might be asking why. Well, why Kufra, right? Why Kufra? They managed to actually secure the Yi Xin pick already. And the only core left that is going to be viable is either Claude, Kari, or Lancelot, right? I don't see any other cores that are being played right now other than those 3. The other ones are banned. Yi Xin's already picked. Hayabusa and Roger's already banned. Yu Zhang's already banned. If BTR picks Lancelot here, is really hard, since Kufra is a direct counter to Lancelot. He cannot dash around and stuff like that. So that's why BTR cannot pick Lancelot here, right? Which is super smart. Whoever's drafting for Onic is super smart. He thought ahead of time and he knew right away, right? Atlas is also open, but Kufra is gonna be better here, so that if they pick Lancelot, I counter that. Alright, so Onic was thinking ahead, which is super smart. Not a lot of coaches do that. We have Diggie right here, which is, like I said, they're gonna try to do the Diggie Martyr strategy, but I don't think they have the correct draft condition. Like I said earlier, they do have the Hilda ban, which means that Onic has no choice of picking Hilda, but they don't have a support that has ganking potential. I don't think Chang'e has ganking potential. She has a slow at most, and she has poke with her ulti at most. But she doesn't have any solid CC to gank. No silence, no anything. Like Nat or Selena. She doesn't even give vision, just like Selena. And they had no choice but to pick Kari. For me actually, I think Claude would have been better than Kari. Because if you get stuck into a Kufra second skill without your Purify, this Kari will freaking get destroyed. Alright, now let's go for the last pick for Onic. They do X-Borg last pick, which is actually really good against Stamos. Because Stamos has a lot of sustain. If you build X-Borg, Bloodlust Axe, Immortality, and you have even Necklace of Durans, it's really good. You can melt them down with true damage, right? So X-Borg is actually pretty good against Stamos as long as you keep your distance. Keep your distance against Stamos, and you should be good with X-Borg. It's gonna be a stalemate in lane as long as you don't overextend. So overall, you know, the draft is already screwed for Bigetron Alpha here, okay? And let's go on to the gameplay, okay? Let's go on to the gameplay and look at the laning phase. So remember what I said earlier. The draft condition was to not have the enemy have a Hilda, for the enemy to have a lot of CC. I mean, the enemy has a decent amount of CC with the Kufra. The Diggie can counter the Kufra, but it's not enough, you know what I mean? Their main CC is pretty much Selena and Kufra. Compared to Atlas, Atlas is easier to counter with the Diggie. So the Kufra is a really good pick here. And they also avoided the Lancelot pick because of the Kufra. Okay? And the other draft, the last drafting condition is to have a support that could have a ganking potential, but they don't have a ganking potential. So right here, let's look at the rotation. We see a 2-3-0 rotation here. Khalid is probably gonna help clear this mid lane first. I'm not sure if they bought the roaming item, who bought the roaming item or whatnot. But let's see where Kari's gonna go. They're actually just protecting the blue buff and just giving vision around the map so far. Okay, let's see what happens here. As you can see, they're gonna do fast blue, I believe, for Bigetron, and Thamos is gonna help. Yep, they're gonna do fast blue, Bigetron for Bigetron, and then Anti-Mage with the oh, Diggie actually died right away, which I'm really not sure why, because the camera wasn't there yet. Alright, where's Diggie? Diggie's right here. I don't know what he's doing. He is against, who is this? Razi, which is the Kufra. He gave the first kill to the core, which is really good. I think it's better to give the core the first blood and the kills against this Diggie. So he's fed even more, right? He is gonna have a higher bounty, but either way, he should be having really good positioning, so he shouldn't die anyways. If you give the bounty to the tank, and then the tank, you know, has a high bounty, and then the tank dies, you're kind of screwed, right? So I think it's better for the core to get the bounty instead of the tank and the support. Okay, so fast blue for Bigetron, and then fast red for Yisun Shin right here for Onic Esports. Now Diggie is already feeding out of his mind because he wants to, you know, increase the bounty of the other heroes. Selena's doing really good slowing down this Diggie, but this Diggie's gonna die by the time he even gets there. So that is another mistake, I would say. Let's see, where was he before this? Let's reset a little bit. Where was he before this? Alright, he just respawned, right? Diggie just respawned and he got first killed by Selena. He's already being poked, he's getting bitten by Selena. And because of that, he's already like 10% health. Just because of the Selena. Alright? And Selena put another first kill to slow him down, which is super good, alright? Take advantage of this first few kills on Diggie. Because after like the 5th kill, he's worth nothing, pretty much. So right here, Kufra gets the kill right there. And Diggie cannot use Retribution on blue buff when he's dead, so Yisun Shin secures that right away. Diggie's back up again. He's probably just gonna throw one first kill, but he gets knocked up by Kufra, and he was only able to throw 2 bombs at most. So he's dead again. It'll be good to cancel this guy's recall just to delay, and I think that's what he's gonna do. Yep, he delayed the Kufra, which is good. Now we see Kari just wave clear mid, alright, and then going for the red buff this time. Alright, so far, even if the Diggie is trying to just, how do you say this? So far, even if Diggie is trying to disrupt and distract the Yisun Shin from farming, this Yisun Shin is actually rotating a lot faster than this Kari, because he already has both the buffs, while Kari only has one. Right, they're still doing the red buff. And this guy already got another jungle clear right there. This Diggie's about to die. This Yisun Shin is gonna go for the last kill right here, most likely. So how many deaths does Diggie have so far? 4 deaths, so he's worth around 60 gold or 80 gold at this point, right? After that Yisun Shin kill, which is still not so bad, alright? After like the 5th or 6th kill, that's when he starts being useless. Yeah, you don't need to kill him, okay? And so far we see no, how do you say this? No ganks at all from Kari and Chang'e. right? Because Chang'e is not gonna be able to gank. She doesn't even have level 4 yet. All she's been doing is just help the Kari clear the jungle and clear the minion wave. That's it. And this Diggie's gonna die one last time, I think. Well, obviously he's gonna die more, but what I mean is Bigetron is not gonna focus him too much, I think. So he has 5 deaths now, so he's worth like 40 gold maybe, or 60 gold. I'm not really sure. I don't have the right, you know, I don't have the diminishing gold memorized, but it's somewhere there, somewhere there. You see this? Selena's just doing the job to burst the Diggie and then you know. Now Selena's getting the kill. I don't even think it matters. They don't care whoever gets the kill. Yeah, they don't care whoever gets the kill. Here we go. Kufra catches the Kari off guard. He's forced to purify. Xborg ultis. And nice second skill, nice flicker second skill from Kufra so that Kari cannot run away. See what I mean? This is why I don't like the Kari pick. When you get second skill by Kufra and get caught, you're kind of screwed. And then if you purified, he can just second skill flicker and you're still screwed. Because you're not going to be able to dash, as you can see. See? He's not able to dash, so that's an easy kill. Super smart move and super smart skill usage by Onic right there. Diggie right here. Changi gets a kill on Xborg. That's fine. Kufra is gonna get killed by this Khalid. So that's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade so far in favor of Bigetron Alpha, but the core died, so that's a really big no-no for Bigetron. Alright, while these guys' core, Sans is 301, which is not good. 2 of those kills are from Diggie, so you know, it's not that much. It's not that much right now. As you can see, the gold is 6,600 for Onic and 6,300 for Bigetron, even though they have 7 kills. So don't get fooled by the kills. Oh, look at the gold. That's what matters. Okay? Alright. Another Yi Shin kill right here. So that means that more bounty for Yi Shin if he dies. If he dies. Alright? That's the problem here. They don't have anything to catch. They don't have any... How do you say this? Any CC to catch and get a pick. Whereas our PH, they had a Selena and Natalia to assassinate someone, right? How are they gonna kill this Yi Shin when the Diggie's feeding and Changi has no CC at all? And you expect Kari to kill the Yi Shin, right? Kari doesn't have damage early game, so he definitely needs to focus on farming. This Kufra is gonna get the Kari again. Alright, I like what Selena did here. If you guys didn't notice, watch this, watch this. Alright, he had the right idea. Give me a second. Go back a little bit. Right here, you see Selena getting killed, trying to kill the Diggie here, but Diggie's damaging him, right? Right there. He put a bomb and Diggie hit the Selena with a bomb, right? He gets the kill. Alright, he gets the kill, and what Selena tried doing is he tried resetting the Diggie's goal by killing herself. You'll see, watch. He fucked up actually. He was like, alright, let me dash over here. He should have dashed this way, maybe it could have registered for Diggie's kill, but he was like, his teammates were probably like, okay, kill yourself in the tower so that Diggie's gold gets reset if this guy's feeding on purpose. And that's what he's gonna try to do, as you can see right here, Selena. See, that's why he tried to kill himself right here. But it was too late. It was too late. So very unfortunate for the Selena, but he had the right idea. Alright? That's what Coach Bonchan was talking about, to reset Diggie's gold. Now, we see Onic right here. We see Kufra jumping into the Kari right here. I don't know if Kufra is gonna get the blue buff. Let's see. He does! Wow, okay, Kufra gets the blue buff with the passive of the tank emblem. And he gets away. You see this? Changi has no CC to stop the Kufra. And he just gets away. He literally invaded by himself, gets away. You see that? This is why the draft condition for Bigetron kind of fucked up. They have no CC. Thamus has no CC. Alright, Changi has no CC. Diggie only has a freaking time skip. Kari has no CC except for a slow. The only CC they have is Khalid, who is really easy to counter. Alright, you can literally sidestep Khalid ulti. It's so easy to dodge. So that's what Bigetron Alpha fucked up. They don't have anything to set with. At least have some form of CC as for your support. And they didn't have that. This Changi's just, well, what has this Changi done, right? He's just been clearing and he's done nothing, really. Let's be honest, he's done nothing significant. He's just been clearing, right? Just been helping Kari the whole time. And because of that, Onic is just taking advantage of this. They don't even care. Look at the Yi Shin doesn't care about the Diggie, because he knows until Diggie's bounty doesn't get reset, he shouldn't chase for the Diggie. Let the Selena and let the tank do the job by killing, or let the support do the job by killing the Diggie. Honestly, this Diggie always gets slowed. He doesn't even have full vision of the core at all times. You know what I mean? He got rapid boots, but I don't think he's gonna do anything. All right, we see Khalid getting wrecked by Xborg right here. Boom. GG gets freaking bursted by Selena and Xborg. Again, Diggie doesn't matter. You do have vision on Yushin Shin, but Yushin Shin just bursts you down. Let's see what happens here. Diggie again. You know, he's trying to keep this Yushin Shin. He's trying to give vision to this Yushin Shin, but it's not really doing a lot of impact. Compared to how I analyze Aura PH, right? It doesn't have a lot of impact because the offlaners are losing, right? The offlaners are losing. Yeah, you have vision on Yushin Shin. He hasn't been ganking, right? We haven't seen the Yushin Shin gank. He's just been farming the whole time. So let Diggie chase the Yushin Shin who's farming. It's not gonna do anything. And then let Selena and Kufra do the ganking on the offlane. And then the Onic offlane will win. Whereas Kari and Changi, they've just been farming. Really. They've just been farming the whole time. They cannot do anything. They're so behind. Kufra even catches this Changi, but Changi was forced to purify. It's fine. Now they could go for this mid lane. They know that Changi doesn't have purify this time. Selena tried to go for a stun, and look at the Xborg. They know that they could siege the second tier tower, and Xborg knew that he could rotate because he's rotating and clearing a lot faster than Khalid, and he zoned them out. When these guys get zoned out, they get a free tower right there. Yeah, Onic is actually, yeah, this is why they're the #1 team in Indo right now. See right there. I'm not a big fan of the Selena going into that Diggie, but alright, because Diggie's not worth anything anymore. He kind of greeted for that Diggie, but he still lived. So I guess it's fine. He still lived. Here we go. Changi tried. Changi has no damage right now. No items. And right here, because Thamus had to go back and try to help and give vision here on this jungle area, because they've just been getting bullied on both these lanes. He had to back off, and then Uranus was able to push. And this should be another free tower. Alright, let's see here. At this point, Onic Esports is just snowballing. Their Diggie strategy did not work. Alright? At all. They didn't snowball. They don't have any kills on Kari at all. They don't have any map pressure because they don't have a support that gives vision. Alright? That gives vision and that has a ganking potential. Here we see Diggie. He's gonna die again. So he's letting Selena do the work, you see? While Yushin Shin is just doing objectives. So that's the problem with this. If you notice the Aura PH versus Execration and versus Omega, you would see the cores actually go for the Diggie more often instead of the supports going for the Diggie more often, right? Here we see Onic Indo actually letting the support do the job of killing the annoying ass Diggie, and let the core just farm, keep farming. Right here, he gets a kill. He doesn't care. He dashed right away into the jungle. He knows, right? He knows right away. They know how to play against this. And they're letting the Selena just do the killing. Okay, obviously Selena doesn't want to be too greedy for a 0 and 16 Diggie who's worth nothing. And Uranus right here, this is just a stalemate lane, honestly. The reason why Thamus lost this lane is because he had the gank. That's the only reason, but it's supposed to be a stalemate. This Khalid as well, he was getting ganks, where Kari and Diggie and whoever his name is, Changi, has no potential of ganking. Alright, they're gonna try to go for this Uranus. He has too much sustain. They don't have enough damage. Okay. You see, these guys have a really high bounty, but they're not dying. So they're not taking advantage of the martyr strategy. So if an enemy team just snowballs like this, you just give up. You already failed the martyr strategy. At this point, there's no coming back. No coming back. You're too squishy. You have no frontline tank. You have no vision at all. Right here. See what I mean? No vision at all. Diggie's probably gonna die by Selena, right? And Yushin Shin's just gonna keep farming. He doesn't care about the Diggie again. Khalid is getting bullied by this Uranus, who's pretty fed because they have a lot of tower, which gives a lot of global gold for Onic Esports. So the offlaners, you know, are taking advantage of that as well. There should be a free tower as well. Kufra misses the first skill, that's fine. As long as they can zone out and get a tower. Now, what they need to do is just wait for the Lord, honestly. The safest thing to do is wait for the Lord. It's still really hard to finish the game because of the Chang'e. Alright, this is the only time when Chang'e is going to be useful. When Chang'e is going to use ulti to clear the minion wave. That's it. This is the only time where Chang'e is going to be useful for this game. Alright, see what I mean? They have a lot of minion wave clear. But Onic is trying to poke the towers little by little. They don't want to commit too much, right? They don't want to commit too much. They don't want to do what Next Play did on their game, okay? Because if they commit too much without the Lord, they're fucked. So this is the patience of a really veteran team. Alright, this is the difference between a veteran team and a rookie team. The patience and the discipline is just on another level with these teams. And I'm pretty sure I've met these the Onic coach as well. Their coach is I don't know what his name is. I don't know where the old RQ coach went. I forgot his name as well. But since James is the coach for RQ now, the old coach for RQ went to another team. I forgot which. But that doesn't matter. I don't think he went to Onic. It's some other team. Maybe it's Alter Ego. I'm not sure. What Onic Esports is gonna do here? They're most likely just gonna take the Lord. That's it. They're just waiting for the Lord. This Diggie's probably gonna have vision to the Lord anyways, even if he dies. Alright, let's see what happens here. They want to get a pick before doing Lord, even though it's a Diggie. Let's see if they do the Lord anytime soon. They're still not doing the Lord, which is okay. They're about to do it now. I can see them going towards it, and they're kind of just disrespecting. Onic is disrespecting Bigetron Alpha right now since they're so fed. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not doing Lord. Now, this is not the discipline that you want on your team. Finally, all right. Eason Shin's trying to bait this out. Huh? Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here at this point. They're so ahead. I don't know why they're not doing it. I was just talking about discipline, and then you see this guy's fucking around. Alright, Kufra gets a set, but Diggie ultis to counter that. It's fine. Gets away. Now they could do Lord. When they got a pick on this Stamos, hopefully. Yep, now they could do Lord. Now it's Diggie. Diggie's gonna have vision, but it's gonna be a 3v5. So, there you go. I think they were just waiting for picks before they do Lord. So, let's see here. They do the Lord, and I'm guessing they push with the Lord and end the game. Let's just skip this. There's no point in watching this. They're just gonna keep pressure in the front line. Yep. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else that... Yeah, that's it. That is it. So GG well played. Yeah, that is why the Bigetron Alpha Martyr strategies did not work. It's mainly because of their draft condition. They fucked up. Whoever their coaches did not think it through. Right? Need to do more research on that strategy. Whoever the Bigetron coaches. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about it below in the comment section. What BTR could have done better to make this Diggie pick work. But for me, in summary, the draft condition for Diggie is not having the enemy Hilda, right? Because they banned it right here. Having a support that could actually give you vision and could give you a ganking potential support, where Changi doesn't give you that, alright? And also, the other drafting condition is for the enemy to have a lot of CC, so that Diggie could actually counter it with his ulti. Which they had a Kufra and Selena, but that was about it, alright? Compared to ROPH, who use it against Atlas, and they use Selena and Natalia for ganking as a support. Okay, so that is it for today. Hopefully you guys learned something with this analysis. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up. All right, let's try to get like 500 thumbs up on this one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and that is it. I'm out. Peace.